Hey guys, so here's my latest pinball machine. It's Jurassic Park 1993 Data East. Just finished up the shop job on it. I've had it for a couple months now, and I just finished up with a complete teardown and top Playfield teardown and recondition, cleanup. So I just thought I'd go over a couple of things that I did here. Starting at the back, you can see I did the rear. Turn this down a second. Okay, the back here I did the rear Playfield plastic modification where you replace the wood backing with an acrylic piece of acrylic, so then you can light up that plastic. Put an LED strip behind the dinosaur ruled the earth banner as well. Added palm trees. You can see here. And the Jurassic Park gate mod, that's from Tim's Pinball Mods. I made a e-stock sign that's using white foam board with the graphics on it, and just cut it out with an X-Acto knife and hot glued the pieces to a 2-inch post. And some more palm trees here. As you can see, put light underneath the T-Rex hole here, and it's tied into the lamp here for the feed T-Rex. As you can see, they're blinking together. Everything back here, I illuminated the e-stock hole, and also tied in another lamp to the extra ball lamp, so as you see it blinks there. All LEDs on the inserts and the general illumination. The flashers I kept bulbs in those. Have the CPR plastics, the reproduction plastic replacements. And another thing I did here, I illuminated the scoops, put red LED strips in there in the scoop, so they're lit up. And all new rubbers, Titan silicone rubbers, that's what I used. And I put an LED strip here at the ball trough. You can see that there. Just to light up this area. And let's see what else. I've got the flipper buttons. Lit them up. And let's see in here. Let's put these Jurassic Park inserts for the coin reject. And I replaced the smart missile button. Was pretty scratched up and dinged up, so I got a new one. Replaced that there. So the whole playfield's been waxed. It's nice and clean. All the metal's been polished, and all the posts, the ball guides and the ramp's been cleaned and waxed. So I think the playfield turned out pretty nice. I have side blades from Pinball Blades. I got the black, mirrored black I have to install them yet. And I have another modification or two planned, so I will do another video when those things are done. But this was the initial guy here. Just show you in the back box here a second. The back glass, it's LEDs. Hang on one second. So also another thing I forgot to mention, the pop bumpers have been removed and rebuilt. Got all new lamp housings, skirts, and the metal actuator here. It's all new, polished. The old ones are all black and chewed up as they usually are. And then on the caps here, I tried using some watered down red acrylic to kind of get in the edges of the T-Rex here to kind of make that stand out a little bit, to give it some contrast there. So here in the back glass, the back box, using LEDs. I took a couple of them out so that it wouldn't be as bright on the playfield, but it's a mix of warm and cool white. And I got the 455 blinkers, LED blinkers there at the bottom, and a couple spots that you see blinking there. And then if we look in here, NVRAM on there, got Chad's version 6.0 game code running. And on the power supply, I had to replace the GI connector. Also CN1, I had to replace that. That's that square one right there. They were burnt. Those capacitors, large capacitors, were replaced. Replaced the bridge rectifier. Was having some issues with low voltage and the game kept resetting, so that took care of it. Another thing I did, because I had the part here, this is Incognito's bridge rectifier board. As you can see, the large capacitor here has been removed, as well as the two bridge rectifiers, and this board replaces all those, and it's fused. Mainly this one's really good like for System 11 games that don't have fused bridge rectifiers, but it's also compatible with Data East and some Sega games, so I put that in there just for extra parts. And let's see, on the Playfield power board here, I had to replace a couple fuse holders that were loose, but that's usually what happens with these Data East games. Other than that, the board's clean, no battery acid damage. So let's go to here. And up top here, I have the lights there. I do have a topper. Haven't put it in yet, and I don't think it'll, when I get this down in the basement, I don't think I have clearance for it anyway. So here is underneath. I removed the subway, cleaned that up nice. That was like completely black. And another thing, the tabs here were cracked, so I repaired the tabs using JB plastic weld and drywall patch tape for extra strength, and bonded it all in there, so now it's pretty solid and pretty sturdy there. And as I was under here, just cleaned up, replaced all the sleeves on the flippers, all the coils, all the sleeves there have been replaced, so everything moves nice and smooth. And here's, like, you can see the lamp for the T-Rex hole. Also added a lamp here, shines up through the, there was just an empty hole there, and that shines up through one of the plastics near the pop bumper. One thing I didn't do, I didn't fully disassemble the T-Rex. I did enough to get it clean, but it was working, and from what I understand, these are pretty finicky, so I was not going to mess with the gears and everything, and it really didn't need to be removed, so I got that, left that pretty much alone. Here in the back box, the other thing I added flipper fidelity speakers, so it has the upgraded speaker system, and as you can see here, I put in a switching power supply, and this is how I power up the extra LED mods. The Jurassic Park gate runs off a runs off a 5 volt from this, and my LED strips for the back Playfield panel, and the dinosaur banner, those are 12 volt LED strips, so they run off of there. So let me grab the tripod and I'll play a game, and you can take a look. Alright.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Upper right. Boom busted. Upper right. Extra ball and flip. Shoot again. They should all be destroyed. Upper right. Hold on to your butt.